Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like.
A cold wind swept through the alley, carrying with it the scent of betrayal. Angela leaned against the brick wall, her heart pounding as the shadows of her past intertwined with her present. She glanced at her phone, the screen illuminating the message that would change everything. Meet me where it all began. Jay, the name sent a shiver down her spine, a bittersweet echo of love and betrayal. Months had passed since she last saw Jason, her childhood sweetheart turned deceitful stranger. The gloss of their once bright relationship had dulled into something dark and twisted, obscured by secrets. The memory of their last encounter seared into her mind. Jason, eyes averted, hands trembling as he confessed to his affair. She had wanted to scream, to unleash the pain of betrayal that coiled in her chest like a snake. As she made her way to the old park bench, where they had shared countless fitful moments, Angela's mind raced with thoughts of revenge. She had spent sleepless nights crafting her plan, envisioning how the scales of their relationship would tip back into her favor. With every step, her anger turned to steel. "You think you can just walk away from me, Jason? You're wrong," she whispered under her breath, determination fueling her resolve. The park looked the same yet foreign. The blooming flowers had long lost their vibrancy, just like her love for him. She took a seat on their old bench, fingers gripping the sides as the memories washed over her. Bittersweet. She could almost hear his laughter, see his smile plastered on his face. The image, a fragile facade, tinted with longing and regret. But that was before he chose someone else instead of her. A rustling from the nearby bushes startled her, and she turned to see Jenna, Jason's closest friend, and the woman who had betrayed her trust as easily as flipping a switch. Jenna sat down across from her, the tension palpable, an uneasy silence stretching between them. "Angela, I didn't think you'd actually come," Jenna stammered, her voice quaking with the weight of their history. "And yet here I am," Angela replied, her tone eerily calm. Underneath her tranquil facade, rage simmered just below the surface. "What do you want, Jenna? Another excuse for your betrayal?" Jenna visibly flinched. "I'm sorry. It was a mistake." "I never meant for it to happen like that." Jason was just. "There." Angela's laugh was devoid of humor. "Just there? That's all he was to you? A careless moment in your endless pursuit of fun?" Her voice rose, but she clamped down on her fury. Confrontation was not her goal. Revenge was. Jenna's eyes darted around nervously, her discomfort evident. "Angela, it was just a fling. You and Jason were having issues. Didn't you ever wonder if he was?" Looking elsewhere, a sharp intake of breath caught in Angela's throat. The audacity of Jenna's betrayal choked her. You think this is about him? You think I'm here to hash out his failures? You're wrong, Jenna. You both shattered me. But this isn't the end. It's just the beginning." Jenna looked confused, and for a fleeting moment, sympathy flickered in her eyes. "You'll hurt yourself trying to hurt us. He's not worth it, Angela. Just let it go." "Let it go? Let it go." The very thought ignited a fire in Angela's chest. Letting it go would mean accepting that betrayal, that heartache, that this pain had a place in her life. And she was done. "No," Angela replied coldly. "I can't just move on. But I can make sure you and Jason understand the weight of your choices. You will see what betrayal costs you." With that statement, Angela rose, her silhouette framed against the setting sun as she stormed away from the bench. The shadows lengthened, whispering promises of darkness. As days unfolded, Angela strategized her revenge, cultivating the seeds of pain with careful precision. In her solitude, she began to discover unsettling truths about both Jason and Jenna, secrets that would unearth the foundation of their betrayals, exposing them for what they truly were. One afternoon, while sifting through her old belongings, Angela stumbled across tickets to a concert they had planned to attend together, a promise of love now balled up and discarded like a pathetically forgotten ball of paper. Her stomach soured. They had laughed about all the things they would do, the dreams they shared. Now those moments felt like salt in her wounds. She picked up the tickets, biting her lip as the weight of their memories hit hard. It was the spark she needed. Inspired, she tore the tickets into tiny pieces, each rip resonating with a shout of defiance against the girl who had so easily stolen her happiness. The next stage of her plan unfolded like a carefully orchestrated play. First, she would infiltrate their world, an undercover agent in the realm they saw as theirs. With every encounter, hidden smiles and casual glances, she turned the daggers slowly, forcing them to feel the prick of betrayal as they first handed her their pity, mistaking it for friendship. At the edge of her plan rested the final act, the climax of revenge that would resonate like thunder in their lives. One last confrontation designed for maximum impact. Gathering intel about their routines, she soon learned of the plans they had made for that fateful Friday evening, a moment where they would celebrate their love in the very place she had once thought was sacred between her and Jason. Angela wouldn't have it. The night would be shattered, and she would be the storm that rocked their world. As the chosen day approached, dread and anticipation churned in her stomach, riding the wave of her swelling anger. Jenna prattled on in their shared accomplice moments, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing just beneath the surface. "Isn't this great, Angela? I can't believe how much I've missed having you around," Jenna exclaimed one afternoon, her eyes bright with a faux innocence Angela found utterly sickening. A humorless smile broke across Angela's face. "Isn't it ironic, Jenna, that you would consider this anything but a moment of tragedy?" Jenna, oblivious to the knife's edge of betrayal, sharpened Angela's words, simply laughed. "You have to lighten up. Life's too short. Just think about how far we've come. You and I. We're friends again." Angela basked in the lie of that moment, her compassion for her former friend extinguishing with each passing second. After all, now she was merely biding her time, waiting for that moment to unveil her revenge, to expose the truth, to ignite the flames that would consume what little trust remained between them. The fateful evening arrived, not in a storm of crashing thunder, but with a deceptive calm. Angela donned a disguise, clothing herself in hues of dark blue, wrapping herself in a mask of serenity, while inside she was a tempest. She arrived early at the venue, studying the people who arrived with polite detachment. As the sun dipped below the horizon, orange streaks painting the sky bright against the encroaching darkness, the tension in the air thickened. Angela's heart pounded with purpose as she approached their table, her footsteps muted under the heavy silence that hung between them. "Fancy seeing you here," she said, her voice laced with venom camouflaged by a sweet smile. "Didn't think you'd have the guts to face me after everything." Stunned, Jenna and Jason shared a glance of surprise, disbelief battling with guilt. A flicker of nervousness crossed Jason's face, instantly igniting a fire of satisfaction within Angela. "What are you doing here, Angela?" he stammered, his tone defensive. "You know I enjoy keeping tabs on my former significant other and his new partner," she remarked, emphasizing the last word with a derisive sneer.